Welcome to This Explainer. Did you know a simple, everyday mistake when paying your Dallas County property taxes online could instantly cost you a 7% penalty? Or how about hundreds of dollars in completely hidden fees? Yep, it happens all the time. Today, we're diving into a highly practical, totally stress-free guide on navigating and paying your property taxes safely and efficiently. Now, if you're a homeowner, you already know property taxes are a massive part of your annual budget, right? But trying to figure out exactly how to process that payment without getting slammed by unnecessary fees, well, it can kind of feel like navigating a maze blindfolded. But don't worry, we're going to clear all that up right now.
Let's actually start with that staggering number I just mentioned, 7%. That is the incredibly steep penalty and interest that gets immediately tacked on to your outstanding property tax balance if you happen to miss the critical payment deadline. That 7% hits like a ton of bricks right on February 1st, and get this, it just continues to climb the longer the bill goes unpaid. So this is exactly why it is absolutely crucial to get this right and pay your taxes accurately and on time.
And hey, if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed by the whole thing, you are certainly not alone in this. Look at this incredibly relatable post from a Reddit user. After canceling their escrow account, they were left wondering, what's the proper way to actually pay the balance? Because think about it. You aren't just paying the city. Your bill might include the city of Dallas, Dallas College, Dallas County, Parkland Hospital, and your local independent school district. It's the whole shebang. It's a lot to process.
Okay, so here is our roadmap for today's explainer. First, we'll cover the Dallas tax system. Second, preparation and navigation. Third, the online payment process. Fourth, troubleshooting and help. And finally, some great tips and best practices.
Section 1. The Dallas tax system. Let's look at how this entire county property tax machine actually operates.
So let's look at the exact chronological life cycle of your tax bill. Basically, tax statements are mailed out in October, and legally speaking, they're due upon receipt. But you do have a grace period. The absolute final drop-dead payment deadline is January 31st. As soon as the clock strikes midnight and it rolls over to February 1st, boom, your account is considered delinquent, and that painful 7% penalty we talked about, it immediately accrues.
A really crucial point here is understanding who you're actually paying. See, while the Dallas Central Appraisal District, or DCAD as people call it, sets your home's appraised value and handles exemptions, you don't actually pay them. You pay the Dallas County Tax Assessor Collector. They're the ones solely responsible for the billing and the actual collection of the taxes, based on those rates set by all the local jurisdictions.
All right, moving into Section 2, Preparation and Navigation. Now that we've got the timeline down, let's get your documents prepped and navigate straight to the official portal.
You're going to want to follow these 3 incredibly simple steps on the official website to instantly pull up your exact tax assessment details. First, head directly to dallascounty.org/tax. Second, click on that prominent button that says Pay Property Tax Bill. And third, just search for your property. The absolute beauty of this system is you don't even need to create a complex login or remember yet another password. You can easily just search by the owner's name, the street address, or your specific tax account number.
Now, if you're a landlord or an investor managing several properties, searching for them one by one is a total hassle, right? Fortunately, there's this really handy My Portfolio feature. It lets you group multiple tax accounts together using a single Save ID. You can review all your outstanding levies in one place and literally bundle the whole thing into one easy payment request. It's a real time saver.
Section 3. The online payment process. With your account loaded up, let's jump straight into the actual payment process and the different methods available.
Pay close attention here, because when it comes to digital payments, your choice of method really matters. Using an electronic check or ACH directly from your bank account, completely free, zero convenience fees whatsoever. On the flip side, while the county absolutely accepts credit cards, using one is going to cost you a non-refundable 2.05% processing fee.
To put that percentage into a real-world perspective, let's do the math. Paying a $5,000 tax bill with a credit card will unnecessarily cost you an extra $102.50 in non-refundable fees. I mean, no way, right? Like one Reddit user wisely suggested, just use your bank's routing and account number to do an e-check and keep that $100 right in your own pocket where it belongs. But hey, if you're totally prepared to handle those fees for the sake of convenience, or maybe you're hunting for those sweet credit card points, you do have a massive array of digital options at your fingertips. Beyond the major credit cards, you can use a debit card for a flat $2.85 fee. The system is also surprisingly modernized. They take PayPal, Apple Pay, Google Pay, and even Venmo.
Just keep in mind, those digital wallets, yeah, they also get hit with that same 2.05% fee.
All right, Section 4, Troubleshooting and Help. Let's see how this builds into actionable steps just in case you run into a hiccup.
Okay, time for a bit of a harsh but really important legal reality check. Let's say your physical bill gets lost in the mail and literally never arrives at your house. Well, Texas law dictates you are still fully responsible for paying your taxes on time by January 31st. Ignorance of the bill is simply not a valid excuse to get out of that 7% delinquency penalty. It's totally up to you to proactively go online and check your balance. Now, if you do hit a technical wall, say you get an error message while paying, or worse, you get an erroneous delinquency notice after you've already paid, you need to immediately use these specific contact points. You can call the customer care center, you can email them directly with copies of your canceled checks, or you can even visit one of the 7 physical Dallas County tax office locations. They're there to safely research the issue and get it resolved for you. Finally, Section 5. Tips and best practices. Let's look at some expert tips straight from the source to make future tax seasons entirely painless.
First up, you can go green and ensure you never lose a bill in the mail again just by enrolling in e-statements by September 15th. Second, if you can't pay the full lump sum all at once, the tax office actually accepts partial payments at any time. This is huge because it proactively reduces your principal balance. So if you do go past due, the penalty is calculated on a much smaller amount. And finally, if you're over 65, disabled, or a disabled veteran, definitely look into their installment plans or deferrals. They allow you to pay overtime without those crazy penalties.
Oh, and remember, your ultimate recourse as a taxpayer, if you ever feel like your property value has been artificially inflated by the county, you don't just have to sit there and accept it. You have the full legal right to file a formal protest with the Dallas Central Appraisal District by May 15th. Honestly, successfully protesting your home's value is absolutely the best way to lower your future tax bills.
As we wrap this up, please remember to always verify these procedures, deadlines, and specific fees directly with official government portals like dallascounty.org, or just consult a registered tax professional. Local tax regulations, fee percentages, and system procedures can and frankly do frequently change, so you always want to make sure you're operating with the most current guidance specific to your personal situation.
I want to leave you with this final thought. Have you carefully reviewed your property appraisal this year to make sure you aren't overpaying? And are you utilizing the absolute smartest online payment method to protect your wallet from unnecessary fees? Taking just 10 minutes to understand this system can literally save you hundreds of dollars. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and happy navigating!